Good morning, it's Nikki Thompson and you are listening to Tea with Nikki, Embrace Your Wild Woman. I am on location. You might be able to hear some beautiful cicadas and birds behind me. I am actually at the top of this hill this morning and I thought, you know what? This is the perfect place to do my video, my podcast this morning. Now, today I wanted to chat all about having support. And it's one thing that having support has always been a real challenge for me. I always want more support, but I really struggle to ask for it. And I know that comes from a lot of barriers and beliefs that I've got from when I was younger. You know, sometimes if we ask for support and we don't get it, we take it very personally. And then we have this we create this memory and this barrier and this belief that we don't deserve support or people aren't going to come and support us, no matter if we ask. And so we hold on to that belief forever until we start to work through it. Now, I still feel as though, even though I've tried really hard to work through that belief, it's still very much part of my life. And I will continue to work on that. And even just that belief that it is very much part of my life, but I'll continue to work on it. But I see so much happening in the world today, and most of the shifts and the feelings of hope and excitement in life and moving forward and creating something bigger and better than we ever imagined has been through a lot of people coming together, a lot of people. And you can see that it's having an impact because when a lot of people are coming together, then often people, higher powers, will try and quieten them down. And so when a lot of people are coming together and they can see that, they know it's going to have an impact. And that applies to your own life. When you can gather the support around you that you really need, you can have a greater impact in all that you're doing. For me, how this applies is being a mother. When I have support around me, I can be a much better mother. But when I didn't have any support around me, I was cranky, I was tired, I was exhausted. I didn't ever want to go to any events because I just was so exhausted, and never wanted to ask for babysitting because I felt, I'd been turned down once before. So I felt like, oh, okay, no one wants to babysit my children. And then once you have 3 kids, it's a really big ask to ask someone to babysit 3 children. And so I just stopped asking for it. But it wasn't until going through divorce and having support of now, like, he has a partner, so she's supporting the family unit and my partner's supporting the family unit. So it's kind of, things can shift when you've got support. And now my kids we have a great time. We go on family holidays, but we went horse riding the other day because I want to have fun with them. I have the energy now that I never had before. And it's through having support in place and having people to help me. And even now, I think I want to support my friends around me and my family around me. But sometimes I think that, again, they have those same barriers, thinking, oh, I can't ask for help. But you know what I found is that when someone asks me for help and I can go and help them, it makes me feel amazing. I love knowing that I've helped them. And by not asking for help and not allowing other people to help us, we're actually not allowing other people to feel good about that help that they can give us. And so we feel as though this is the right thing we should be doing. We should just be trying to power through all on our own. But it's often when we do ask for help that it allows us to have our network in place for them to feel good, for us to feel good, for us to re-energize. And I want you to think about, where could you be asking for help? I know some people who absolutely cannot live without a cleaner. So for them, having a cleaner is support. Again, it's paid support. It doesn't matter what support you get, whether it's family and friend support, paid support, doesn't matter. People have got their children in daycare when they're not working, and that's the support that they need to help them be the best mum that they can be by having their child away for a little bit and taken care of in such a beautiful environment. So we need to look at what ways that we are needing support. So for me, I wanted to, 9 years ago, I started building a business. And I've tried all sorts of different things. And the thing that I always come back to and that I'm passionate about is supporting women. And supporting women to live their best life, because we're often told how to just kind of the perfect lifestyle, like of, going to uni or getting a job, then getting married, having kids. And it's like this little white picket kind of pathway. And then we get to our 30s or 40s and think, what the fuck? This is not what I expected. And so I love supporting women to help them uncover what it is that they really wanted. But we need to go through some of those limiting beliefs around themselves of what it is that they can achieve and even desire to achieve, because we often won't even look at what we truly, truly want, because we've been told that doesn't really matter. And we've been told that desiring too much is dangerous, that going for our real goals means that there's going to be a massive payoff. If we're building a business, it means we're not a great mum. If we are making money, it means that we mustn't be a good person. So there could be all sorts of different limiting beliefs that you have in your life. And for me, it's about helping women go through that kind of transition period when they're thinking, I do love my life, but I'm not happy. I want things to be different, but I don't know how. That's what I love to come in and support you with. Now, I do that through my Wild Woman Collective program. It's a group program. We meet up once a week and we meet in person once a month. Or I have just relaunched Embrace, which is my one-on-one coaching. It's a 5-week coaching. And we do it for 5 weeks, and you come away with an actual plan of what you want to do and how you want to achieve it. So it could be the daily habits that you need to start implementing. It could be how do you organize your life so you have more space to reflect, so that you have the support that you need. And again, thinking that there's some of the limiting beliefs I had was that I needed more money in order to live the life that I wanted to live. I needed more money in order to pay for the support that I truly needed. But that's not true. And I started looking at all different ways and thinking outside of the box of how to really create the life that I wanted. And that has got me to where I am now. And I'm very excited to be where I am now. And I also feel as though I'm way more resilient than I ever was before, because I truly appreciate my life. I have this, an episode I did the other day, which was talking about having 1 foot in gratitude and 1 foot in desire. And that's where I feel like I live now. I'm so fucking grateful for the life I have. And I also desire so much more, but I desire more impact. I desire to support more and more women so that they don't have to go through the depths of darkness that a lot of women are going through in order to then step up and create the life that they want. I want you to come here first. I want you to, I want to be able to help you first before you get to that space. But sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes we have to hit the bottom before we can then spring off and come back up. And that's okay too. It's all about our journey. So if you're interested, send me a message or send me an email, nikki@nikkithompson.com, and I'd love to support you. But in the meantime, I want you to think about what supports you need in place to help you get to where you want to go. And if you don't know where it is that you want to go, then what can you do right now to stop and reflect? Can you try and find a few minutes today and every day for this week to actually reflect on what it is that you really want? Do you want to have a stronger body, a healthier body? Do you want to have a more organized home? Do you want to have a better relationship? Do you want to be a better mum? Do you want to have your business thriving? Do you want to create a charity? Do you want to support a certain group of people? What is it that you really, really want in your life? Because life, I often think, okay, I'm going to live till I'm 90. That's not guaranteed. I want to live to I always tell my kids, I'm going to live to 127. And, it's not guaranteed. And when you lose people in your life, you realize that it can just happen at the blink of an eye. And not to sound all dreary and depressing, but it's true. And I want you to think that there's no time. It's like, when this happens, then I will take action. Or when this happens, then I will be happy. Or once I have all of these things that I'm thinking about, then I will be happy. It's once I'm happy, then these things will just flow, and it doesn't matter what's coming into my life because I'm so happy with how things are. And I say that coming from a person who has her extreme emotional days. I have days where I just want to be at home and just down. I'm down for the day, and I'm okay with that. But before, I used to think I had to be happy all of the damn time, and that's not true. It's about embracing those emotions, embracing your wild woman, which is what this is all about. And it's about understanding that life happens, that there's going to be incredible highs, but there's also going to be lows. And it's about being resilient to get through all of those things and to not change your core. My core belief is that I'm a wild woman, that I am genuinely proud and have courage to live the life that I live, and that I want to be an incredible mum. That's like my core, that I am an incredible mum. And so at my core, that never shifts, no matter how depressed I'm feeling on a day, no matter when my periods come and I'm just a bit of an emotional wreck. It doesn't matter. I still know in my core that that's who I am, and that's where I want you to get to, where you know in your core that these things are true no matter what's going on in your life, and you will be able to do whatever you want. Because when you know that at your core, no one can rattle you. No one, no matter what's going on in the rest of the world, you can still have joy and pleasure in the life that you have. So I'm excited. I'm excited for all of us, and I hope you have the most incredible day. If you want more information, send me a message, and I will definitely respond. I'll send you the link, and you can check it out, the details. It's only for 5 weeks, Embrace. And then we can continue in a different way after that. But I want you to get as much out as you can. We're going to tap into the feminine, the masculine. We're going to tap into the emotions as well as the practical, so that you walk away with some practical steps of what to do next. So yes, I hope you have the most incredible day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.